Okay, we're live. Hey everyone, it's Jess Markowitz
and Liz Blaschko,
and we are here to talk to you about light bulbs. What a fun subject. Well, we figured that we would come on and talk to you about this subject because one, that's what our company's based off, is the light bulb, right? Hi. Who was that? There's two people on. Carissa. Hi, Carissa. So we were just talking about some information that has been recently basically come to our attention that I've been in for 7 years. You've been in for what, 6, 5?
5.
5 years?
Going on 5 years.
Is this your 5-year walk?
I think so.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, how fun!
Let's see. So.
You were in 2013.
So yeah.
So, it's her 5-year walk at reunion.
I didn't even realize that.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, sorry, squirrel. So, yeah.
Light bulb.
Light bulbs. Yeah, ding. So, yeah, she's been in for 5. I've been for 7. And through all those years, we did not know some of the facts about our light bulbs. And so we thought, obviously, we want to come and share them with you so you can, it'll help you with your sales. It'll help you with connecting and following up with your clients. And it's just important for you to know about your products so you can properly educate. So do you want to start?
Yes. So if you are like us and you work your business and you have customers who are reoccurring customers and they all of a sudden need a light bulb, and then call you up and say, hey, I need a light bulb. It's probably because at some point you mentioned that you must contact me for your light bulbs. If not, if you use another light bulb, your warranty will be null and void. Well, that's not accurate information that we have been giving our customers, but it is good customer service. You want to continue the customer service as far as having that constant communication with your customers so they do feel comfortable contacting you if they need wax, bulbs, you know, a gift, want to smell the new scents that are coming out. But it's not accurate information to say that if they use a different bulb or a bulb made from, you purchased at Walmart or purchased at Home Depot, True Value, Target, that their warmer is null and void of the lifetime warranty. Although, if the malfunction of the warmer is caused through the light bulb that they're currently using that is not a Scentsy bulb, then yes, if the company comes to find out that they did use, in fact, a different bulb and that was the malfunction of the warmer and they need a new one, yes, that will void their warranty. But if they continue purchasing from warmers and they have a healthy warmer and there's nothing going on with it, then they then they're okay. They're okay to purchase bulbs from other sources such as Walmart and those other companies that I had mentioned. We did come to find out that we made a search on Walmart. You can let them.
Oh, okay. So we wanted to make sure that we had accuracy before we came on. So we went on Walmart.com and we found that they do actually provide our light bulbs. We looked at the 25 watt. I'm not sure. I'm sure if you did the research for the 15 watt or now the 20 watt possibly, but we found out that for the same price they can get like a 12 pack at the same time for the $2 a piece. So it is accurate. They are the same bulb. We just have our beautiful special packaging, which is prettier. But I did think about this. They likely won't come across, and I think that this was mentioned.
The Edison bulb.
The Edison bulb. It's going to be harder for them to find the Edison bulb.
They are out there, but they are definitely harder to find. And Tammy just mentioned that her customers say other bulbs don't work. As we went through the search on Walmart, we did find that there were other 25 watt bulbs out there, but there are various different sizes as far as the input is concerned, which is the input, the bottom portion of the bulb. So if they do decide to purchase a bulb somewhere else, that's a risk that they're taking. I mean, we want to make sure they're educated. So if they say, well, I bought a bulb at so and such store and I just stopped using my warmer because it didn't work. Well, it's probably because they weren't aware of the actual size of the bulb insert. And that's one thing that we ran into, because we saw another bulb, right, that was like 67 cents, and we're like, oh, wow, that's so cheap, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, that's not the right bulb, because the insert part was definitely thicker.
Yeah, it was the wrong bulb.
It was the wrong, I mean, the right
The wattage was correct, yeah.
But the insert was definitely wrong.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Kyra. I just wanted to say hi. I saw you guys run it. So anyways, so why would they buy from us if they can go to Amazon or Home Depot or Walmart and get the same bulb? So here are some of the reasons why we can use our light bulbs as a tool for customer care, as well as a way to follow up. And I know that a lot of us we feel like, oh, this person just ordered a whole bunch of stuff last month or even 2 months ago. And you're like adding up, you're like, man, they ordered like 12 bars or whatever. And in your mind, you're thinking, they're probably still good, right? Well, what is a way we can still connect? Well, we all know that we get a warmer of the month and a scent of the month every month. So we really do already have a reason to connect with our clients every single month. But the light bulb is an additional reason to make sure that we're giving customer care and making sure they don't run out of light bulbs, which is going to force them to go to Walmart or Home Depot or go on Amazon when they're buying their dress or whatever, or shoes, and throw on some bulbs in their order. Because what happens when you run out of something and you're completely out? You automatically want to replace it, right? And here's the thing that I had to learn the hard way, guys. One of my clients from out of state ran out of light bulbs, and I was really bad with asking her if she needed light bulbs. And I learned the hard way, that she was like, oh, don't worry, Jess, I didn't want to bother you. Bother me? Hello, bother me with, with asking me for what I'm supposed to be doing is providing her with her products. So that was my bad. But because in her brain, she wasn't bothering me. She went to Amazon, right? So we have to remember that our clients think they're bothering us. So if we remember that, we can give a special part in our month or whatever, or a part of our checklist of when we are dealing with a client, to remember to ask them if they need light bulbs. Or if we haven't touched base with them in a while, this is a reason to touch base. We're not asking them if they want to buy another warmer. We're not asking them if they need another 6-pack of bars. We're saying, you know what, the last time I talked to you and the last time you purchased, you didn't purchase any light bulbs, and it's my bad I haven't asked if you are running low. You'll be so surprised how many people say, well, I actually am okay, but maybe I'll grab one just to have on the side. So here's the thing. They are the same price as what we sell them for. This is something that you can think about once your business starts to grow, or if you are closing an order that is your order, you are the hostess, you are getting the free credit, you are getting the half off items. You can bulk yourself up with light bulbs, and then what you could do for your clients is give them a discount. Say, if you purchase your light bulbs from me, you'll get half off on your light bulbs. Or if they buy like $50 or more, I'll throw in a free light bulb for you. But it's not out of your pocket. And if it is, it's half off that you're getting on your half off items. And it's a write-off because it's a gift. So you would write it off as a gift for $1.50. For $1. But those are little ways that you can entice your clients to not go to Walmart, not go to Amazon. And then you can make sure that they're not voiding their warranty and getting something that's too big or too hot that's going to blow up their warmer. And then you're giving them good customer care. You're making sure that they are keeping their warmers intact. They're not going to have to take an extra trip to Walmart just to go get a light bulb because they're having a dinner party and they have all the bars they need, but they go to turn on their warmers and there's no light bulb. So then they're like, oh, now I have to go run to Walmart just for a light bulb, right? And it's very likely they're going to think they're bothering you. So they're not going to call you, even if they live around the corner. They're not going to go, oh, I'm not going to bother her. It's 7 o'clock at night. I don't want to, call her and say I need a light bulb right now. Or him. Sorry, gentlemen. But these are good customer care resources to make sure that they use our bulbs.
And also listen to your customer. If your customer says, oh, I turn my warmer on and off. I turn it before I go to bed, and I turn it on before I wake up in the morning, or they have a timer on it or whatever. Those warmers that get turned on and off on a more frequent basis than like the ones you have at home that you keep on all the time.
24/7.
Yeah, that bulb goes through more wear and tear. So that bulb's life expectancy is a lot shorter than a warmer that's on 24/7. So if you know this of your customer, check in, periodically, every 3 months, every 4 months, however your follow-up system is. And as you're following up, say, hey, how are your bulbs still intact? Are all your warmers functioning and healthy? Then you kind of touch base with them, and they're like, oh yeah, I do have a warmer in my restroom that hasn't been on because the bulb went out. These are things people forget. I mean, we ourselves forget to do certain steps in our business. Having Scentsy in their life is not in their forefront of everything else that's going on in their life. So it's our jobs to kind of touch base with them and find out what they need, if they need any more of it, or if their warmers are not healthy and functioning. So
I just came across a new client that just, she's the sister of a longtime client, and she just happened to be at her house and visiting from out of town. And so she was smelling some scents, and she's like, my client asked me to bring as many bulbs as I had in stock. And I was like, why? And she's like, well, my sister's completely out. And I was like, okay, how many warmers does she have? Well, she says she has one in every single room, and every single light bulb is out. And so she's like, bring as many light bulbs as you can. So what I had to do is educate her on, if you're my client and, you use me as your customer, as soon as you become an established customer, I will provide 50% off of your light bulbs. So you don't have to buy 10 right now unless you have 10 warmers and she goes, no, I really have like 10 warmers I have to buy. Because she has like a 4,000 square foot house back home. Wow. And I was like, oh, wow. And I said, how long have you not been using your warmer? She's like, it's been a couple months now. Now, she luckily didn't know to go to Walmart or anything. She only used our light bulbs. So I got lucky. So she stocked up, but I gave her a little bit of a discount because they were already in stock, and I got them for free. So I was like, you know what, if you're a first-time customer, so I'm not going to jip myself because I don't know if she's ever going to buy from me again, because she's just right now a customer. She's not a client like her sister is. So I still gave her a little bit of a break because it was stock. I got them for free. So that was an advantage. And then I'm enticing her to utilize me as her customer. As her consultant. Thank you. And that she'll still get a discount in the future if she continues to use me as her consultant.
Plus you educated her.
And I educated, and she appreciated that. Like she was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't even think about that. And I'm glad you brought up the fact about the off and on, off and on, off and on. Like when I first started, the first year of Scentsy that I was with Scentsy, I remember buying a light bulb from my consultant before I joined. It was like a month before I joined, and I was waiting for a light bulb. And after I joined, it reminded me that I'm like, I bought a light bulb from her. Where is my light bulb? So she happened to live around the corner. So I literally walked around the corner and was like, do you still have my light bulb? And because I know I ordered one. And she's like, oh, I never placed that order. Here's your money back.
She was jelly.
What do you think that made me feel like? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I'm going to share with you guys something very powerful. She was my consultant, right? But I didn't join underneath her. And the reason why is because of that type of customer care. Because when I joined, I didn't want to be taught by somebody that gave horrible customer service. That I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I want to do this so I can gain clients and gain loyalty, and people are going to like me as their consultant. And when she didn't give good customer service, she did things like that all the time. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to place the order, sorry. It'll be another couple weeks. I don't know when I'm going to place another order again. Very just unconcerned with my needs. And it just confirmed, this light bulb confirmed why I didn't join underneath her. And she just kind of threw the dollar at me. And I was like, because they were $1 at the time. And I was like, okay, thanks. And so we also have to think about that your customer care also makes them think about when they decide to join eventually, which we hope everybody eventually joins, right? Because they're buying so much, it makes sense for them just to
because you're giving great customer service.
Thank you. Yes. That they're judging who their sponsor is going to be by the way you serve them. Because here's the thing, you're also teaching them before they're even a consultant of what they need to do and what they, and because it's going to be one of the reasons why customers or clients decide not to join is because they think they don't know what to do. They don't know how to run their business, right? I don't know anything about running a business, but if they're watching you and they see the things you do, it's going to give them comfort. They're going to start feeling more confidence, like, oh, if I just do this, that's simple enough. This made me feel good, so I want to make my customers feel that way. I can do that. So remember, everything you do in your business, people are watching, and they're considering whether they're going to stick with you as a customer and you their consultant, as well as if you're going to be their sponsor in the future, or if they know somebody that is looking to be a Scentsy consultant. If you are not doing little things like this, like giving good extra customer care, they're not going to think of you when they're like, oh, I know a consultant you can join under. And that's just the reality. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Another tip, and we both have somewhere to go, but another tip that's really big with the same client or customer, the client's sister, she was like, well, why don't you have all the bars hung up on the wall like this other consultant I know? I said, the pegs, remember we used to do the pegs and hang up all our bars?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She was like judging me like I don't, well, she asked me, well, no, she didn't say, why don't you? She said, do you have all the bars hung up? Like, she's like, it's so much easier. I just go to her house and just kind of look at everything. And it's because I had everything in a bucket. I brought everything in a bucket so they can go through. And she was kind of like sizing me up to the other consultant, and she was like judging me. And I said, I go, well, you know what? That's the way all of us used to run our, carry and store our bars. But back in 2015, we were educated that that's how all the oils go to the bottom of our bars. And then we started getting complaints from our customers saying that our bars aren't smelling as good. And it's because all of the oils were seeping down to the bottom 2 cubes. And where do we usually punch our bars out from? The top. So I was like, well, this is why I don't do that. And I just store them flat and bring them in a bin. Well, one, I can't bring my whole peg board, but also it's very important to store them flat. And she kind of looked at me like, oh, well, I've been storing my bars straight up and down because they do what you do. So she was watching this other customer hang them up, consultant, and she was stacking them up upright in her drawers. And she was like, I have been noticing that the bars don't smell as good anymore. And I said, well, that's why. So that's not that the bars are bad. You just want to store them flat. So again,
in a dark place. In
a dark place, yeah. So I was like, in the drawer is good because it's dark and it's cool in there, but store them flat so the oils disperse, evenly. And she appreciated that she learned more with me in like 15 minutes than she's been buying from this person that lives around the corner for however long. So that just gained loyalty with me. And now she lives in another state, but she wants to shop with me now because she knows I'm going to go above and beyond and educate her and make sure that she gets the best bang for her buck. Because guess what? She was buying more bars more often because she wasn't storing her bars properly, if that makes sense. So she thought that she had to buy more often than she had to. Okay, so we hope that this was helpful to everybody. And the only thing I want to add is that very recently, in the last, like, I don't even know, few months, I would say, they, oh, this is the wrong type of a warmer. The bottom of your dishes on your warmers have a recommendation, and except for the glass dishes, have a recommendation of how many cubes that the dish can hold.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. It's been very recent. I know I have a bunch of warmers everywhere. And I'm like, but I don't think I have any new ones. That one's really old. That's like 2011. But on the bottom of your dish, there is like a 4 or a 2. And that's the recommendation of how many cubes to use in that size warmer, and also how much that warmer can actually hold. So that's something to educate your client. The more you educate, the more they feel comfortable with you, and they feel special to have you as their consultant, because they feel like they're actually going to be consulted in why the products are best for them, how to use them properly, and how to save their money and keep their warmers intact, like with the light bulbs, as well as how their bars are going to last the longest. Anything to add?
No.
Okay, we hope this was helpful, and share this information with your clients. And we hope that you continue to use this as a resource to follow up with your clients. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a sensational day.